Warning! The following video is over-exaggerated. Most opinions shared aren't accurate to my thoughts and feelings. $600 for some cool features? Oh well, take my money now. Let's get the obvious out of the way. Controller mediocre. This is where you'll like and subscribe because I'm just that relatable. And yes, Sony did try to change the design for the PlayStation 3 controller, but they switched it to this controller because many people hate this, but why? The other one looks so cool. The triggers are absolute trash. You press on it for too long and your finger just slips off of it. I get that Sony's games are transitioning to 3D with the analog triggers, but it aged poorly. And yes, you can use the PlayStation 3 with the PS4 and the PS5 controller, but they came out years later after the PlayStation 3 release, so yeah, we were stuck with the DualShock 3 for a while. So this might be the unpopular opinion, but the PS3 controller is much better than the 360's controller. I don't know why people say that the 360 controller is by far the best controller. I don't really find it that comfortable to hold for me personally. The 360 controller is definitely better than some of the third-party PS3 controllers. And yes, this is the real controller. Also, yes, it's somehow weaker than the PS3 controller. Most people actually believe that the Xbox 360 was the real winner between the PS3 and the Xbox 360. I'm sorry, but the sales number says otherwise. Did you know before 2009 that the PlayStation 3 logo on the cases were so much different with the Spider-Man font? Well, the reason why they changed it because many people laughed at it, even though Sony owns the rights to Spider-Man. Oh, of course Kratos his big comeback. Like, yeah, it's cool, but why the red cases? Why not go with the blue cases? Because it's PlayStation's brand. Does anyone remember that Sony used to do blue cases for the PS3? Yeah, me either. The PS3 uses HDMI cords, but it also uses AV cords. Why on earth would anyone want to use AV cords in the year 2006? I guess it's for the Wii because it was underpowered, but the PlayStation 3 is transitioning to HD. The console should be using HDMI only. There's 4 versions of the PlayStation 3. The original 2 are the one without PS2 backwards compatibility and the other one without PS2 backwards compatibility. The third version is the PS3 Slim, and the 4th version is the PS3 Super Slim, which is the ones I have now. You don't need to push the buttons for the PlayStation 3 Super Slim. You just need to use your hand. Use your hand to move the disc tray slot to put the game in. That's all. With the PlayStation 3 Slim and Super Slim, there's no PlayStation 2 backwards compatibility. Only PS1 backwards compatibility. I guess it's for cost-saving measures because of the awful launch that the PS3 had, but still. Speaking of PS1 games, oh my god, this looks absolutely horrible. And every time you enter a PS1 game, it always changes to digital mode. You know, the D-pad, instead of analog mode. Like, what the deuce? This menu UI is so good. PS2 games run better on PS3, but most of the time, like games like the SpongeBob SquarePants movie video game, sometimes in cutscenes, the sound is out of sync, and I don't like it. Alright WB Montreal, it's time to bring the Batman Arkham Origins to the next gen consoles. It's been stuck on the PlayStation 3 for a very, very long time. And while we're at it, Media Molecule, please pour Little Planets 1, 2, 3, and Card into the next gen consoles. Like, people will love this game automatically. And yeah, I know the servers are down, but they can find a loophole around it. While Sly 4 is a good game, it is definitely the weakest one of the Sly series. And this was the last game of the Sly series, by the way. Let's not forget how creepy the early days of the PlayStation 3 commercials. They just... ugh, why do they have to get approved? Whoa, enough ranting about the PlayStation 3. Now this console, definitely a little weird back then, but it's still one of my favorite consoles. That's the reason why I have most of the games, because most of the games on this console are really, really good games. So I'm gonna go ahead and end all the video. I'm gonna go ahead and play me some Libby Planet Carding. Thanks for watching.